And I said, it's funny, some of you lot would have seen Bant Sports Ooze already today. And if you have seen it, I said something about the shape of the football. You know, when people say, oh, yeah, but he's gone over the ball. Well, where else, bruv? The ball is round, it rolls, bruv. So sometimes your foot might roll over the ball. Like, you know what I mean? We're penalizing people because of the shape of the football, you know, like that. And it's like, how are you penalizing someone because they have arms? I'm not Mr. Potato Head. What am I going to pop it off? Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like it makes
How
no
are you
sense.
penalizing someone for having arms?
Like, bro, but this is what it is. Like, think about it.
I know.
As an athlete, yeah, everyone knows your arms propel your legs. You're playing football.
Yeah.
If you jump and you jump up, yeah, if the ball's close and it hits you because your arms are in the air, what am I supposed to jump with my arms behind my back?
Right. But it's the art of defending as well, Rants.
Bro.
Look, when I was growing up defending, you're taught to be side on like this, right? Side on. And to be side on, you can't have your arms by your side. So now what's happening? People are whipping in crosses. Yeah. If it deflects off someone's arm, penalty. Really?
Yeah. They're saying, oh, you can't make yourself wider. But it's like they're not standing like this. Do you know what I mean? If someone's standing like this, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? But now what you're seeing now is defenders are running out, putting their hands behind their back and turning sideways. And it's like you can't even change direction in that position because it's a non-athletic position and you're playing an athletic game. So it puts the defenders at a massive disadvantage. Do you know what I'm saying? A massive disadvantage. It makes no sense whatsoever. Why are you literally penalizing people for having arms? We're going to give them pockets so they can have their hands in their shorts, hands in their pockets. And we're going to play football like this with our hands in our pockets. Bruv, what's going on?
But it's the same as when players are defending, you know, like when you throw your body on the line and you go to ground, right?
Listen, Lissandro, we got a penalty given against us, against fucking Sociedad for that. Lissandro threw himself at the ball, turned his back, and the ball hit like his arm when he was facing the other way. And we got a penalty given again, and we ended up fucking not topping the group because of that, and then ended up having to play Barcelona.
Look, this is the key thing. We've seen it before where players have slipped and they've turned and it's hit their hand while their hand is on the floor. Like what? Now they're not allowed to use their arms to break their fall. Do you know what I mean? Look, the best headers of a ball, right? You think of the Les Ferdinands, the Duncan Fergusons, the Alan Shearers. Everything is arm.
They all use their arms because that's how you generate momentum and generate power. You have to use the rest of your body to generate. It's like a whiplash. It's the same when you strike a ball. You have to pull your leg back and then you whip through it. It's the same with a header. So what you meant to do, you can't generate power in a header without using your arms. It's not possible.
I think this is the problem. VAR, I think in theory, and this is the word, in theory, wonderful. In practice, I think what it's doing is causing more doubt than it is certainty. And
there you go. And that's not what it was meant to do. It's meant to do the opposite. I feel like goal line technology, is the only technology that we need. Did it cross the line? Yes or no? Everything else, you can leave it down to human error because that's fine. You know what I mean? But what I don't like is this VAR bullshit where they're slowing this thing down, Do you know what I mean? Like even police, when they're looking at CCTV, do you think that they slow everything right down? Like, what the fuck? We watch it in real time. What's the point in slowing it down, bro? Like, the guy got punched in the face. I don't need to see it slowly. Do you know what I'm saying?
In slow motion, everything looks worse in slow motion, right? Everything. Sometimes in the heat of a game, a tackle happens, right? It doesn't mean it was malicious. But when you slow it down and you slow down where they were, that looks really bad. But I'd like to see either people get a couple of challenges or scrap it. I think the only good rule change there's been, if I'm really honest, was goal line technology because it's an absolute. Yeah, it is. Has the ball gone over the line? Yes or no? I like that for goals, right? But all of this VAR, someone needs to check it. Then they're standing in the middle of the pitch, Rants, for 2 minutes doing that, waiting, just for someone to say, we don't know, go and have a look at a monitor that you could have been looking at 2 minutes ago anyway.
Yeah.
It's madness. It slowed the game right down. It's killed it.
Nah, but bro, like look at this for instance. Yeah, this is the Lissandro one. The rules are, yeah, if it hits another part of the body, yeah, before, then it's not a handball, yeah. Then this gets given against us.
Look at things, maybe for something said in the protest.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Bro, that's a handball.
For something said in the protest.
Apparently, that's a handball. That's hit man's leg,
said in the
his side, and then hit his elbow. That got
Where's
given.
his arm meant to go?
I don't know.
Oh,
and then you have, I remember Rashford scored a goal as well that got given offside, given a handball, and it bounced off his knee, then hit him, and then hit like under his armpit, and it got given as a handball.
Was
Do you
that
know what I mean? But then, it might have been. Do you know what I mean? And then we play against Arsenal, and we put in a cross here, and Gabriel's got his hand up here, and they're saying, "No, it's not a handball." And this is what I'm trying to say. These guys. It's like these guys are just making shit up as they go along, bro. Like, I'm actually tired of it. And the thing is, there's no explanation from these guys. And then what they do is they pull out some next rule and say, oh, well, the rule changed in August. They change the rule every fucking year, and it's never for the betterment of the game. It's never for the betterment of the game, because the game is getting worse and worse and worse and worse every single year. It becomes harder to watch football every year. Do you know what I mean? Because the ball's out of play the longer. You can't celebrate goals now because they're checking VAR. Everything's getting slowed down, bro. And even the last game Man United played, we had a red card. We made a substitution in the first half, and we got 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half. The red card alone from the guy running over to the screen and all of that took about 5 minutes. And we got 1 minute of added time, and you're supposed to add 30 seconds for a substitution as well.
Yeah,
like the whole game's fucking shambles.
Football games now, I mean, if we're talking about the traditional 3 o'clock kickoff, it don't finish at 4:45 anymore. The games go deep into 5 o'clock. You know, it's it's just slow. And the fact that how many people have we seen celebrate now, and then the goal's chalked off and they look silly because they just gone and,
bro, the worst thing is being at a game when that happens.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And I remember at Old Trafford, because there ain't no screens to look at the VAR. Do you know what I mean? Because in certain other stadiums, when they're showing the VAR, they put it on the screen, innit? But at Old Trafford, can't see no screen. So you're just sitting there in silence. Like, I remember specifically, I think when we played Arsenal and Aubameyang scored, like at my end, and I was behind the goal, and then the whole place went silent. But we didn't even know what was going on, because we're like, right, was it offside? And I thought it was offside, and then the goal got given, innit? But literally for 2 minutes, the whole stadium were holding their breath. And, bruv, it just takes away. It takes away from the game, bro. Like, it doesn't improve the game at all.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
No, listen, I'm with you. I don't see what it's added from an integrity perspective, from a fan enjoyment perspective. And look, let's take this full circle. Like you said, Rants, the whole point of this was to remove doubt. The whole point of this was for clear and obvious errors. And it was going to eradicate all those debates you see on Sky and Match of the Day and all that. It hasn't. It's actually made all of these decisions get debated more than when a referee made an error with being able to see it in real time. Every single, like they have that ref, is it Dermot Gallagher, who goes on to Sky on a Monday morning, and they do ref watch, and they're like, right, just the 7 to go through this week, Dermot. And you're like, what? There was never this many controversies.
It's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? And man say offside is offside. I don't agree, bruv, because I think every single football fan, could live with a decision that was super, super tight, and it was given the benefit of the doubt to the striker. Like, if it's super, super tight and these guys have to draw lines, because, bro, you've seen them draw lines and you can see the thing and it's still not conclusive. So it's like, if it's taking your computer 3 minutes, to kind of work out whether it's onside or not, I'm cool with the human eye calling it onside, because if the computer, if it's not obvious for the computer, do you know what I mean? Then fair enough. The lino didn't do it, because anyone that's ran the lino is supposed to stand in line with the last defender. So if someone's ahead of the last defender, they're offside. Okay, so if the lino's always in line with the last man, if the lino gets it wrong, and it's super, super tight and it's millimeters, no one's going to blame him. No one's going to blame him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather a tight offside goes against me, than fucking one that is literally man gets called offside, yeah, for an armpit, bro. Like, brother, a fucking armpit, bro. That don't make no sense. That does not improve the game at all, bro. Like, it's common sense. They said clear and obvious, bro. I saw a referee see the Casemiro challenge, give a yellow card, and then after seeing it and deciding it was a yellow, then go into the monitor and coming back and issuing a red, even though he'd already seen the fucking challenge and decided it was a yellow. Do you know what I mean? So that means the referee is not even in control of the fucking game. So what? You don't trust your own eyes? Then why are you out there?
Yeah, no, I agree. Look, the whole thing's just changed. Look, at the end of the day, you score with what? You score with your head, you score with your feet, right? At the end of the day, if I'm running through on goal, which is where most of these decisions come from, I'm not scoring with my head. So let's count out. Let's go to feet. If my feet aren't offside, don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying. This is 100%. You're 100% spot on. And this comment here is saying the problem is if we did it, it goes against teams that play high lines. No, it doesn't. You know why? Because as a coach, I can tell you, that every single tactical plan has pros and cons. High lines means you can put more pressure on the opposition, win the ball higher up, and it increases your chance of scoring in transition. But it also increases your susceptibility to being hit over the top or on the break. Just like the low block means that there's less space in behind, but means you're further away from the goal. So pick your poison, innit? Like, so you'll score more goals, you'll concede more goals. Like, that's just how it works. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So over the course of the season, if your system is effective, it will even itself out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it will do. So it doesn't penalize people with high lines. If you're playing a high line and you press efficiently, you should concede less chances anyway, because you nip it in the bud. That's it.